And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to Koi Plays Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick announcements, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, when uploads are made, you can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, if interested, individual reads are up and open. Either message or email me directly. Link is on May, and we'll set it up, okay? So, Aries, happy 2026. I'm recording this under the full moon right now. I figured, hey, let's go get everything back up and running. It's been a while since I came back to the table and the mic. Also, we have a mic now. I love it for me. The audibility of the videos, they're coming out much clearer, at least if I'm, using it right. And hopefully much clearer in the reads as well. So yay, I'm excited. What you see across the table is going to be your all Anew read. We're starting the beginning of January 2026. Right? All new as in all the aces and the conclusion with the Fool. All things new. Of the elements water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, respectively, trying to understand new feelings, new ventures, new opportunities, new engagements, and getting ourselves up and running, right? So as a preamble to this read, Aries, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times it even gets difficult. Understand that I, as your tarot card reader, I'm not here to misguide you, mislead you. Trust me, I do this for all 12 signs, every round of reads, and I really want to be as present as possible as I get back into it, because there was a lot of changes in my life from the last post I made a few months back. I want to be present with you, right? So in order to do that, we lay all our cards out on the table. And good or bad, come rain or sunshine, we talk about it, because at the end of the day, tarot's a conversation, just an energetic one, okay? So follow along with me in your all Anew read, Aries, starting out 2026 right. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. We're going to start over here with your Ace of Pentacles. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for the Aries Collective and their all Anew read upon the Ace of... not Pentacles, Cups. When I tried to hit the cups, I almost missed. Tarot card readers are people too. Okay, I like that. Death, the card is Scorpio. Okay, so we come to some conclusions. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Death means transformation, the card amongst all the cards. While it does get one of the scariest reps, because of, dang, hold on. I'll take all of them. Wow. Okay, well, let's run with it. All of these are going to be going under your Ace of Cups, by the way. The Wands. 10 of Wands. I'm going to stop right there before we get to the following. I'm not even going to draw for these. Like, why? Upon this Ace of Cups, something had to cycle out, right? I don't know if that was a former interest of yours in 2025, but you're actually trying to take on the burden of what does it mean to realistically have something instead of liking it in theory. And that's where that 10 of Wands comes in, right? What will I do to push myself to be right for that situation or that circumstance? Emperor, card of Aries. Still gonna take that as you. That means me putting myself first and doing what I need to do for me to be right for that, right? Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to lose myself in whatever situation this is, but it does mean the things I can do right, why don't we actually just do them, right? It's very much, how can I say this without getting flagged by the censors? F it kind of energy, right? I'm tired of being in this circumstance. I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of my old habits. You know what? Let's change it right now. Let's go to the gym. Like, very spontaneous kind of energy, but we understand it comes with a purpose, right? The only way I can kick myself out of these habits is by forcing myself into a new space. Because if I'm saying that I'm ready, then I got to start living like it. Ace of Swords. And that is our truth. To be right for whatever emotional fulfillment I need or want to have, then I got to be tired of the old me first. And that's not me getting down on myself. That's not me, being hard or kicking myself while I'm down. It's saying, I'm tired of them too. So can we do better? Three of Cups, emotional reunion. and Justice, the card of Libra. Now, if this, again, it's not clear and obvious to me yet what if this is more of a business venture or people, but there is this desire to, hey, if this was an old flame or old relationship, we either gonna get it right or we're not gonna get it at all. But if we don't get it at all, cool, I'm moving on with my life. You can move on with yours. No harm, no foul. We're not doing this again, right? I think that's very responsible of you, Aries, because you're saying, I have done the work on my end. If by the time we reunite and nothing has changed, then that's just who we are, and we end the story there. Whew. You are not budging on that one. If this is more of a project for yourself or something that you want to get off the ground, hey, I need to be realistic and start getting rid of the things that are distracting me or preventing me from meeting the right people and being in the right places. It's all going to come out in the wash, right? The idea of justice here as being that cap upon that card explosion that I had earlier. It is everything comes to balance eventually. And what I have lifted, what I haven't, what I've done properly, what I haven't, and the things I've finished or refused to do, it's all going to weigh up by the time the scale needs to balance, right? Either I did it by then or we haven't done it. So you're trying to be very stern with yourself, Aries. I just hesitate in the idea that don't let that form in self-hatred. Just form it into we do better with every tomorrow, right? Much better outlook to have. Okay. The next, upon the Ace of Pentacles, show us cards we need to see, please. Upon the Ace of Pentacles in this read for Aries. All anew. Yeah, that is very decisively. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. To that Ace of Pentacles, show us cards we need to see, please, for the Aries Collective. Wheel of Fortune. It's about time. Before I say what I have to say, Chariot, card of Cancer. Yep. Great to pull it under the new moon. I mean, not the moon, new moon, the full moon. And Temperance, card Sagittarius. All majors under a new opportunity. I want to go live my life. What does that mean for me? If I'm to see this new opportunity, if you're the Aries band with a person, then I have to trust the universe that everything is coordinating to meet either the right person or settle whatever storyline I had with that old person that keeps on coming up. But I want decisive conclusions, and they're developing in a way that if I do what's right for me, what will come to me will come, right? That Wheel of Fortune, the wheel, the karmic wheel, whatever we want to call it, it's very slow, but it is spinning. It is turning even beyond our own perception. So the Chariot, the card of Cancer, we're going through that journey with decisiveness, determination, and finality. And Temperance, I hope that by that time, if we haven't healed this between you and I, then I've healed enough to say, hey, we tried. We really did. But I got to do what's right for me now. Whatever that looks like. If this is you meeting a new person, then I'm going to be totally right for me when it comes to that person. You're not going to complete me. We're going to complement each other because I want you to love me the way that I love me. And I've been working very hard on loving me. If this is a venture for you, Aries, because I'm getting a lot of directions that went earlier, but especially because this is under the Ace of Pentacles, a decisive new opportunity. If this is for a business venture, then I've done everything to put this into motion. Now I can't regress and just let it all fade away. I gotta take my chance, right? That's very much get up and go kind of energy. Pace yourself and don't let it form into self-hatred. I'm going to reiterate what I said over here because your fire burns so very quick when you're in that mode of get up and go do it, that the moment it doesn't work out perfectly or the moment that it extends beyond your purview, all of a sudden there's very combative energy that replaces what was good ignition kind of flame. Okay. Next to your Ace of Wands, show Aries the cards they need to see, please. Upon the Ace of Wands in this read. And to that fire, your home element. Nine of Swords, Sometimes you just gotta go do it. Why? Page of Pentacles. Okay, if I'm willing to try, then I better leap all the way. Three of Swords. Even if heartbreak happens. Okay, so you're trying to push beyond your fear and your doubt right now. I get that. If this situation has hurt you in the past, hey, it didn't turn out the way that you wanted to. Life keeps on lifing. And I got to pick myself up and go, whatever that means here. The areas I'm looking at, if this is a person, business, venture, whatever, it's still coming back to the fact of I'll only have my conclusions if I go do this. I'm only going to feel right with myself if I went through with this. And it doesn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. Oh, well, because at least I was brave enough to try. And you're almost anticipating the heartbreak with a connection if you are in the more romantic path of this Aries. But nonetheless, you're trying to say, if I have enough space and time and emotional bandwidth to debate a hypothetical heartbreak, then I might as well just have it for real. That way I can recover and move on. Right? This is still very much action oriented. And I'm looking at somebody who's not afraid of pain because that's the only way they're going to be happy again. That's just where we're at. Once we're in a state of action, maybe that's where we need to go. Good. Didn't even need to ask. Upon the Ace of Swords, Judgment. If we're listening to the signs that we've seen around us, the feeling that we have, the signs of the universe, et cetera, however we're defining it, if we're in sync with everything that's happening, then maybe this is the time to act, right? We're trying to listen, trying to take all the lessons and just move with it. I'm in a state of, we're going to have a new chapter in life here. 2026, not simply my year, but my purpose. Upon that Ace of Swords, show Aries what they need to see, please. Nine of Cups. And with that Nine of Cups, the Hierophant, yes, I like this. I'm going to be happy. Regardless of how, whatever situation this plays out, if this is a past unlover situation, if this is somebody new, if this is a new project, I'm only going to know if I get there and I want to be happy. And if the universe is telling me, hey, this is the time to actually fulfill what that means for me, then yeah, let's go be happy. It's going to come with its own ace, its own pains, its own tribes, its own failures. That's not going to stop me. I want to be happy. Let's find out what that means. And so to that Hierophant, to that Nine of Cups, if we're listening to the signs and we feel that we're called to it, go do it. This is such activated energy, Aries. I like this for you. Underneath it all, Nine of Pentacles. And once we've done it, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep going. Maybe slow, but it is still moving. Okay. Next, let's get one underneath each element. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Nice. It just didn't hit the table, so I can't take. Underneath each element, we'll start with the Ace of Cups again. What cards do we need to see, please, for the Aries Collective? All anew. King of Wands. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is, regardless of my level of hesitation, conflict, what could be, what can't, the best thing I could do is move with what I got. I work from where I'm at, not just a theory, not just a theory. The theory will prove itself if I was right by the end, but I need to move with what I got. And I'm going to do the best of what I have and trying to maximize everything therein. Okay. Ten of Swords. Okay. I mean, that's one way to put it. Regardless of how this plays out for you, Aries, you're saying, I can't just live in a state of hesitancy where everything's in what's called superposition. The yes and the no, the ifs, the, what could be's. The only way I'm going to find out is if I get there. And so either I'm ready or I'm not. And that's not superposition. That's not hypotheticals. That's a yes or a no. That Ten of Swords, ooh, that's cut and dry. But hey, sometimes that's what you need, the mentality that we need to have to get what we want. To the Ace of Wands, the Sun. And maybe it turns out better than we ever once thought it could, right? The Ace of Wands and that Sun, even if there's heartbreak, I'm going to be happy. And if it's not, if you're part of that Aries collective that this applies more to a person, if it's not with you, it's going to be with somebody else. But we're going to have some type of development in this storyline. It is not just going to stay exactly where it was. To the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. To lovingly and forthrightly embellish, make everything better, make things the way that we want them to be, and do better than we once thought that we could. That's a whole new attitude to have, Aries. Best way to start the year. I like this for you. Underneath it all, Queen of Swords. And we are in the action. We are with it. That's good to see. It's good to see. Okay. We're going to get one card for each of the major arcana because you pulled a lot in this read. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to move towards the Fool to cap it out, Aries. So show us the cards we need to see, please, as we move towards resolution. Define the major arcana shown across the table for Aries in their read. We will start with Death, the card of Scorpio. Why so? Ace of Pentacles. Transformation. What does a new opportunity mean to me? It means going for it. To the Emperor, the Moon. Normally not your primary space of operating from, Aries, but we're trying to say that if Emperor is your power card within the tarot card deck, that'll be further defined in the Learn With Me series. But the Emperor here, I'm going to trust what I know about myself. I'm going to trust the future me. I'm going to trust the things I don't even know yet. That is a big gamble for you, right? Especially in the emotional space, the intuitive space that you may not even be operating from all the time. It still suggests if I'm ready to change, then I got to trust in my changed attitude, my changed perspective, which means changed actions. That means I'm not going to know everything, but I'm going to try to know everything that I can. I like that. To Justice. Ace of Wands. I want to see what the scales have in store for me. I'm actually excited to see how this plays out, regardless of which direction it is. To the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. And so the best of me coming out. And if you're in the Aries collective, who I did see in the read, of the more romantic and emotional sense, hey, either we match or we don't. I got to find out, got to see, and got to try. To Chariot, Page of Swords. We're going to watch this journey unfold every step of the way. We're going to accomplish something every single day. What does that mean for us? To the Temperance, Chariot again. Trust the journey. Trust the journey. And if old things come up, well then, new attitudes are there. To Judgment, Six of Wands. Finally, the recognition that we need. But here, hey, I'm going to go for it. Whatever this means for me, I'm going to trust that the signs are there. We're just going to go for it. We can debate the hypotheticals later, but if I'm truly to move in the direction that I see myself going, hey, this is how it has to play out. To the Hierophant, the Emperor again. The number one thing I bet on is me. I may not make all the right decisions, but I'm happy that I made one. To the Sun, Six of Pentacles. To invest into happiness every single day, to see that it ever had value. It also means that we're taking a risk. And yeah, that's what it means to be truly happy. Not just passively like, oh, this is a good day today, but intentionally. What does it mean to have a good day on purpose? What does that mean to actually plan out your happiness, to be intentional for whatever journey you're about to embark on, Aries? I'm going to invest into it, even if it hurts, even if I falter, even if there are things that get in my way. That's going to stop me from what I'm trying to aim for. And so to the Fool, capping out the read, Two of Cups. Good signs for the more romantic sense. The Hierophant again. And the Nine of Cups. Whatever I'm being drawn to will be drawn to me. Whatever is going to be fulfilling will be right for me, not because they're the perfect fit or this idea is a perfect fit, but because I'm making things right for me. I'm betting on me, and everything else will follow. Underneath it all, Page of Wands. It starts off with a little bit of optimism, but it expands to so much more. Here's what I see upon your read, Aries. You're fed up and not fed up in the way of just simple emotional burnout, but I want to become the change that I need to see. So we're going to have some conclusions to these stories. I'm going to go do that action, going to start that project, going to be emotionally available for a date or whatever that means for you. But regardless, I want a conclusion to some of these things because something's got to give. And so that moved into, well, that inevitably means we could be hurt. We could have some negative outcomes. We could, and you're saying, yeah, I know, let's run. Yeah, I know, let's sprint. Yeah, I know, let's ride. Yeah, I know. And heard you, still going to go. Moving over here now, it's because you want to be happy. And I know that's such a simple thing to say out loud, but to really bet on you and see what you can create from there, the only way you're going to be fulfilled is by going through with this. So kudos to you, Aries. I'm looking at somebody who is just saying, yeah, I can't be afraid of the next chapter. Let's do it. Let me bet on me. And sometimes that's what we need the most. That's all you're seeing in your read today, Aries. I hope this conversation helped. And yeah, I like this for you. Starting off the year strong. And you're going to be happy because you said so. I'll see you around, okay? Take care.